Welcome everyone to a brand new video, and today it's time for round 11 of Australia in PSGL. And Australia is a very tricky circuit on track limits, I would say, and you will see it in qualifying as well, as we already went off the track there and made a really big mistake on the exit of that corner. And now this is our first lap of Q1. You can see final chicane wasn't really great either, so yeah, we definitely need a big improvement. And now this is our second and final lap in Q1. So we just went through turn 1, 2, now into the slowest section probably of the circuit. Now take the curve on the inside, use it on the exit as well. And now that's sector 1 completed, and it's a 0.86, which is okay. Now through the sector 2 corner, I would call it like that. I was just blasting the entire straight, a lot of bottoming as well. So yeah, you can adjust your setup according to that as well. Gain a little bit more top speed, but you might miss out on corners. And now through the fast left and right, very easy to invalidate or hit the curb in the wrong way. But now we are 1.5 tenths up, and there is a lot of time to find in this final sector. That's a lot better than what we did in the first lap. You can see 2.5 tenths up, and now into this final left-right corner combination through the final corner using the battery, and we're almost 4 tenths up. So we will see where that's going to put us. Look at the top left. We are P10 at the moment. There's still many people to finish. Fortunately enough, we are through, and you can see Jarno Opmeer P19. So he's out in Q1. Didn't expect that from him, of course. But yeah, we have to focus on our own qualifying. Now this is our second lap in Q2. Our first lap we invalidated, so we do have a delta in the top right, but it's not against the valid lap. So whatever we do this lap is the lap that's going to count. But you can see we're not really improving. 8.7, which is slower than what we did in Q1. That's not amazing. And we did gain some time in that middle sector, as we are almost 1 tenth up. And we have a 0.77 split into the left-right once again. Now we didn't take it that well, but it was safe. And now into this right-hander, we have to flick it into there and using the curb on the exit. And now through this final bit of the track, we are 1.5 tenths up, but we are just not gaining enough time. 2 tenths up now. Our delta is a 6, I believe, 7, and we do a 5.3. Nice. And somehow we, I didn't show it, but somehow we still got P12, because Freddie Rasmussen, Alvaro and Isvan Pukki invalidated in Q2. So we're still starting at P12. Otis Lawrence on P1 with Barry on P2 and Ulas P3. So let's see into the race. And here we are then at the start of the Australian race. You can see we're on the mediums. Danny Barisney ahead of us on the hards. Also Freddie Rasmussen behind on mediums. So we will see what's going to happen. 5 red lights. And away we go. And it's also Angelo Dortenzio who's on hard, so we get a much better start than him. And we're going up the inside. We're 3 wide at the moment, so we have to brake late. And just about didn't make big contact with Tom Manley there. But now we have Danny Barisney right in front of us. He's on hard, so we have to try and get past him as soon as possible. Taking the inside for this corner leads to the outside in this left one. But now that should lead to the inside in this right-hander. And Danny Barisney lets us go as well, because he knows that we have the grip advantage at the moment. And going side by side in that section is not the greatest thing to do. Very easy to cause some chaos. And now he is obviously under pressure from Freddie Rasmussen behind him. So that's why he got a little bit close there. We are at least 2 positions up in P10. Now in lap 8, I think you can see on the left. No, not yet. Not yet. Stay with me. But I think it's Otis Lawrence then this lap who is going into the pits. So it's quite early, but it is possible if you save tires to the end of the race. Then in this lap, I believe you can now see on the left there, it was a front end plate, and that was from Ulas Uzildrim, who lost force feedback apparently and crashed into the wall. But he's still out on track because he is gonna try and help his teammate Tom Manley by holding up the field, so Tom Manley gets a bigger undercut. And now you can see cars ahead are battling very hard. Ulas obviously defending, and we have to at least try and stay with the train and not lose them. Don't want to lose too much time. And now we're gonna push. I was thinking about going, but we're just too far. And now on the exit of this corner, Ulas is pulling to the side and letting us go. So now we have to push. Danny Barrisney 2 tenths behind and Thomas Ronner 9 tenths ahead. So we have to try and catch back up and definitely stay with Reese Linton, because I was planning to go a little bit longer because there were so many hard runners on the track. So now more guys have boxed and we are currently in P4, and yeah, it's just Alfie in the lead, Reese P2 and us as third medium runner. So now you can see Thomas Ronner go for a move on Reese Linton, which is good for us because the hards are probably the better race tire at the moment. So we just get dragged along for a couple extra laps and gain some time with the DRS. So we're still going to stay out, and yeah, ideally we're hoping that Freddie Rasmussen isn't going to do an undercut on us. And I felt like Reese was a bit low on ERS, so I thought if I just box with him or stay with him, I will always keep that advantage for now. Pace felt okay. Reese is going in, so we're gonna follow him in as well and brake just in time. Reese was quite early on the brake, so we have to be careful there. And now going into the box. Not many people have boxed yet, but apparently Ulas Uzildrim, who stayed out, has had a collision with Otis Lawrence. That's why he just retired. And then Otis had a collision with Tom Manley. So that's 3 guys who did medium hard strategy that are out of this race. So we are actually in a really good position now, even though we started from P12. So it's a 4.8 second gap.
I think Reese cut the entry.
So it's a even 5 second gap to Alfie Butcher. But we have, I think, a 3 lap advantage we have to the leaders. So that would be good.
And Freddie.
Just have to focus, and I didn't want to get past Reese yet because of 2 things. His pace was good, and yeah, there was no need really to swap around, because you're just going to drain your battery and yeah, lose time pretty much if you do it wrong, and it also saves me a little bit more tires. So now Joris Krozen in P13, he also boxed lap 10, so we have a 2 lap tire advantage to him, I believe. And now you can see the gap is 2.4 seconds to Joris, so we're getting quite close. And that was the sign for me to go for a move. You can see Reese was flashing as well, and we had to get the move done, because it is quite easy to defend against other cars because of the dirty air. And now we have to try and catch up. You can see 1.5 seconds is the gap. Also Jake Benham top left, he boxed very late and he was further behind in the train. He's going for an old bold strategy. My bad. And now lap 14, or lap 15 actually, Freddie Rasmussen is boxed. So you will even have a 3-lap tire advantage to me and Reese, as we have now catched up to the train. And we have the 2-lap tire advantage, but will it be enough to go for a move? You can see we are super close to the rear of Joris Kruse. And now into this right-hander, that's when the dirty air kicks in. And you just can't go on power as early as you want. So we go from 1/10 to 2.5 tenths. And now we're using our battery to try and get close. But you can't really outbrake someone into this corner. And another thing on this track, you are flat out for such a long time. So it's very easy to overheat your engine if you stay too close to another car for a long time. And now in lap 18 we're gonna try it again. You can see I don't want to be right behind him all the time, because it's just going to overheat my engine even more. And if I overheat it too much and drain my battery,
engine, to be fair,
then Reese Linton will have an easy pass on me, which we should try and avoid. So yeah, I thought I'm just going to keep it steady for now. And you can see in the top left, Freddie Rasmussen in P8, he has that 3-lap tire advantage. So now it's the question, can he make a move on us with that 3-lap tire advantage? Because that's quite a big difference, of course. Now into this corner, I think Reese had to defend a bit, but yeah, also your advantage will always fade away a little bit further on in the stint. You can see now at lap 21, Freddie Rasmussen is 2 tenths behind Reese, but you just can't do much if you are behind someone in a train with around 3-lap tire difference. So I think you probably need around 4 or 5-lap tire advantage to someone in order to make a move, which is quite a bit, as we are now in lap 23, and you'll see I had Alfie Butcher takes a 3-second time penalty. We are in P5 at the moment, but that means we would go up to P4. And now still right behind, I think that's Freddie and Thomas Ronnar who are battling, as Thomas obviously started on the hards. He's went onto the mediums.
Did Thomas just kill Freddie?
And he is going to make some moves here, but yikes. I doubt his tires will still be good enough, because it's already the start of lap 28, and surely his advantage faded away. You can see lap 29, Thomas is 9 tenths behind Reese Linton, and we are just chilling, to be fair. We unfortunately couldn't really do much, so it wouldn't have really mattered whether we boxed 2 laps earlier or in this lap. But anyway, it seems like this is going to be a P4. I did see that Alfie got his penalty removed, so that will be a P5.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And overall, very calm race, to be fair. Definitely learned a lot from this race, that it's just super hard to make moves. Doesn't matter whether you're on hards, mediums, 2-lap pressure, 3-lap pressure. So yeah, it's it is what it is on this game. Unfortunately, also you don't want to push too much behind the car, because then you will overheat your engine. So you have to leave a gap pretty much in order to not be a sitting duck for the car behind. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.